Hello Justin, thank you very much for coming down from your offices at 7 Investment Management in the City of London.
Pleasure.
We're very pleased to see you.
Thank you.
I'd like to start off by asking you a question that I asked the Archbishop's Credit Union advisor, Dr. Malcolm Brown, and that is, why do you think that the likes of Wonga have been so spectacularly successful, and why do you think the credit unions have got such a low profile?
There's one key reason why they've been so spectacularly successful, and that is because they've been promoted and advertised. They've had a huge marketing budget to push them forward. So on that basis, people are aware of them and be able to make use of them. Whereas unfortunately, sadly, with the credit unions, most people haven't heard of them because they don't do any effective marketing for the general public really to understand what they do and where they are.
My second question to you is, the clearing banks clearly don't seem to want to deal with or give accounts to the people that generally would go to a credit union. Do you not think, therefore, that if that is the case, that the clearing banks could actually provide some major sponsorship and funding material for credit unions?
Well, I think the clearing banks here are actually missing a trick. Given the current reputation that most of the clearing banks have, it would be very logical indeed for, say, a clearing bank maybe to either set up or adopt local credit unions, not to lend the money, but to enable that facility to take place, to enable people to get together, to pool their money and allow local borrowing facilities as well, without endangering the rest of their banking, and in fact probably encouraging it.
The Financial Conduct Authority last week announced a sort of crackdown on Wonga and similar companies. Do you think that will enhance the potential for the credit unions to do better?
This is actually going to be a great opportunity, I think, for the credit unions, because the more that they crack down on these payday loan companies and their similar types, then the more opportunities there are for credit unions. But that's no way to wait for them to be used. They have to go out and tell people what they do, where they are, and the services they offer. To most people, they are the silent benefit which nobody's heard of.
Justin, you're involved in the investment decisions on a daily basis. Do you think that the credit unions could be turned down into some investment opportunity? Do you think that's possible?
I think the credit unions over the decades, over the centuries almost, have actually lost many opportunities. They fulfill a very important service to local communities, but they need to be properly marketed and be able to make sure that people are aware of how to use them and how to participate in them. But for most people, from schools upward, are blissfully unaware of what credit unions do. So half it's down to individuals not knowing, but also down to the credit unions themselves not telling anybody effectively.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.